When I was 14, my mom used to take me to Maplewood Park every evening. It was always full of kids except for one corner. The old wooden swing set near the trees. People said a boy had died there in the 90s after falling off, but everyone thought it was just a rumor, until the night I saw it myself. It was late. The park lights were dim and most families had already left. I was packing my bag when I heard a loud creak. Creak, creak. I turned around and saw it. One swing was moving, hard, not gently, not from the wind, like someone was sitting on it and pumping their legs. Every other swing was completely still. At first, I thought some kid was hiding behind it, so I went closer. My stomach dropped when I saw there were footprints in the sand under the swing, but they were fresh, even though no one had been there. I backed away slowly. The swing suddenly stopped mid-air, like someone grabbed it. Then it started turning, facing me, and that's when I heard it behind me. Stop staring. A whisper, low, childlike, but close. Way too close. I ran, didn't look back. I could hear the swing creaking again, faster, like something was chasing me. The next day, the park was taped off. A woman said the swings started moving on their own all night, and people heard a kid whispering their names. I've never gone back, and to this day, I always wonder, if I had stayed 1 second longer, would the swing still have stopped facing me? This happened at Greenridge Park in Ohio. My cousin and I used to jog there early in the mornings before school. One morning around 5:40 a.m., the sun barely up, we saw a man standing behind one of the big oak trees, not next to it, directly behind it, peeking out, just enough for one eye to be visible. We assumed he was another jogger warming up, but something felt wrong. He wasn't moving, not even blinking. We did another lap, and when we passed the same spot again, he was still there, head tilted, staring at us. On the third lap, he had moved. Not closer, not farther. He was now behind a different tree. Same pose, same tilt, same stare. Every lap he switched trees, but we never saw him walk. At this point we were terrified, so we stopped jogging and sat on a bench pretending to rest. That's when we noticed something that made my blood run cold. The man behind the tree, both his feet were pointed backward. Human feet don't bend like that. My cousin whispered, "Don't look, just walk to the car." We got up slowly. The man leaned out just a little more from behind the tree, and his neck stretched far farther than any human neck should. We ran full speed. When we reached the parking lot, he was suddenly standing under a streetlight, facing us completely. His head tilted, his feet still twisted backward, and then he waved. Slow, long, almost inviting. We drove off and called the police. They found nothing. No footprints, no man. But 2 days later, on a local Facebook group, someone posted, "Anyone else see the man with the backward feet at Greenridge Park? It wasn't just us." My aunt works night shift, so she often walks through Henderson Park as a shortcut. One night she came home pale, shaking, and refused to ever use the park again. She said she saw a little girl, maybe 11 or 12, sitting alone on a bench near the pond, crying softly. My aunt, being who she is, walked over and asked, "Sweetheart, are you okay? Where are your parents?" The girl kept her head down. Her shoulders shook like she was sobbing. My aunt sat next to her and gently touched her back. Her jacket was ice cold, like she'd been sitting in winter, not summer. My aunt said, "Do you need help?" The girl stopped crying instantly. Then she turned her head, and my aunt realized something was terribly wrong. The girl's hair wasn't covering her face. She simply had no face, no eyes, no mouth, just smooth skin and tear marks running down it. My aunt stumbled back, and the girl tilted her head like she was listening. Then she raised her hand and pointed directly at my aunt's chest, and in a flat, unnatural voice said, "You shouldn't have touched me." The park lights flickered. My aunt ran without looking back. A week later, the city announced they were removing the bench near the pond because of numerous disturbing complaints. To this day, people swear they still hear a girl crying there after midnight, but no one ever goes to check anymore.